Hi, let's talk about setting up for a productive online lesson. What will you need to have a good, effective lesson? Well, first off, you need a solid internet connection. The best way to test this is to use the link that Take Lessons provides that will take you through 4 steps to check all the things you need to be sure that your internet connection and your equipment is working properly. My favorite page is page number 3 on this test, where you'll have your video shown and you'll be able to see how the angles are and how things look that will be transmitted for me to see what you're doing as you take a lesson. The second thing you'll need will be a large screen, if you at all can do this. Um, a large screen will help you to be able to see visuals such as this, or another thing I use quite a bit would be, say, this little piano keyboard, or flashcards. I have one of those here. And even though this is a large flashcard and it'll show up pretty well, if your screen is quite small, you will have to peer very closely to be able to see what's going on. So a large screen is helpful for seeing visuals, and even more important for being able to see specific techniques that we might need to go over and demonstrate. So if you can use a laptop or a personal computer with a screen, that is always the best thing to do. However, a phone or a tablet will also work. There are some other things too that can enhance but aren't quite as important. So I have, speaking of visuals, another visual right here that you can quickly see that there are 5 items on this list. A webcam that's separate from the device that you're actually viewing is also very, very helpful. It just allows you to move without having to move your screen as well. Being able to show your entire range of motion, say you're using the flute, it's nice if I can see all the things that are happening and preferably even your body alignment as you do so. I won't need to see those at all times, but it is helpful much of the time. With a piano, you can figure out ways that your hands will be visible, and at times when we might be working on pedaling or other techniques, that would be necessary as well. The page that has in the Take Lessons Classroom Check will give you a good opportunity to check to see how you would want to arrange that. In general, when I want to see something that is perhaps out of the ordinary, you would want to move yourself rather than your camera. But it's pretty unavoidable to not to move your camera ever, and I have to do it myself at times. In that process of moving my camera, it's very much helped by using a tripod. And tripods are not so expensive anymore. You can get them online or at discount stores. You can get tall ones or ones that just sit on a tabletop, or even ones to use with your phone. So I highly recommend looking into a tripod that might work for your situation. Sometimes in lieu of a tripod, you can set your capturing device on a shelf or a stack of books. And again, the page to test your video is a good page to use to figure out how you want to do that. For those who are playing a wind or string instrument, I recommend having a music stand. Whether or not you're using it for online lessons, it's an important way to keep your music high enough that your body alignment can be in the most optimal position possible. So we do have these 5 um, items that are somewhat important. And then, of course, we know that we want to be able to do the most important ones, which is to check for a solid internet connection and also to use as large of a screen as you possibly can manage to use. Together, we can have lots of productivity in our lessons, and having our equipment in the best order we can is a giant step in that direction.